Ladies and gentlemen, take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs. Feel your heart beating. That's you. That's your life. No one else can live it for you. No one else can walk your path, so why waste even a second comparing yourself to others? Life is not a race against them. It's a journey within you. Today, I want you to shift your focus, to turn inward, to focus on your growth, your peace, your purpose, because that's where the real magic happens. It's easy to get caught up in the lives of others, to measure your progress against theirs, to wonder why they seem to be ahead while you're still figuring things out. But the truth is, the only person you should be competing with is yourself. Every single day, your focus should be on becoming a better version of who you were yesterday. Think about it. The person you see in the mirror every morning is the only one who truly knows what you've been through. The struggles you've faced, the battles you've fought, and the victories, big or small, you've achieved. That reflection staring back at you is the only fair comparison you can make, because no one else walks your exact path. Instead of looking at someone else's achievements and feeling behind, look at your own journey and ask yourself, am I learning? Am I growing? Am I making choices that bring me closer to the person I want to be? If you focus on these questions, you won't have time to worry about what others are doing. Competing with yourself means setting personal goals that align with your own dreams, not someone else's. It means acknowledging your weaknesses, working on them, and celebrating your progress without needing external validation. Some days progress will be small. Some days it may feel like you're standing still. But as long as you're trying, as long as you're pushing yourself to be better in some way, whether mentally, physically, or emotionally, you are winning. The only race that matters is the one you're running with yourself. The only standard you should measure against is the effort you give. Be patient with your growth. Stay focused on your own path. And remember that the real victory comes when you look in the mirror and see a person who is stronger, wiser, and more determined than they were before. Nothing drains happiness faster than the habit of comparison. The moment you start measuring your worth against someone else's success, appearance, or lifestyle, you rob yourself of the ability to appreciate your own journey. It's an endless cycle, because no matter how much you achieve, there will always be someone who seems to have more, to be doing better, to be living a life that appears easier or more fulfilling. But what you see is never the full story. In today's world, it's easier than ever to fall into this trap. Social media is filled with carefully curated moments, highlight reels of people's best days, their biggest wins, their most flattering angles. It's never the full picture. You don't see their struggles, their insecurities, or the work they put in behind closed doors. Comparing yourself to their filtered reality is not only unfair, but it also blinds you to the beauty of your own path. When you constantly look at what others have, you stop appreciating what's right in front of you. Your achievements start feeling small, your blessings go unnoticed, and your happiness becomes dependent on external validation. But true joy isn't found in matching someone else's journey. It's found in embracing your own. The only way to break free from comparison is to shift your focus inward. Instead of worrying about what someone else is doing, ask yourself, am I growing? Am I becoming a better version of myself? Am I creating a life that makes me feel fulfilled? When you stop competing with others and start appreciating your own progress, you'll realize that happiness isn't about being ahead of anyone. It's about being at peace with yourself. The more you compare, the more you take away from the joy that is already yours. But when you let go of that habit, you make room for gratitude, confidence, and contentment. And that is where true happiness begins. No two people walk the same path in life. Each of us is on a journey that is uniquely ours, shaped by our experiences, challenges, and dreams. It's easy to look at someone else's success and wonder why your own progress seems slower or different. But just like the seasons change at their own pace, so does every individual's growth. Some people achieve their goals early, while others take a winding road to get there. Neither path is wrong. It's just different. Imagine a forest full of trees. Some grow tall and strong quickly, reaching toward the sky in a short time. Others take years, even decades, to reach their full height. But does that make one tree more valuable than another? Of course not. Each tree grows according to its own timing, its own environment, and its own purpose. The same applies to you. Just because your journey doesn't look like someone else's doesn't mean you aren't growing. Your struggles, setbacks, and triumphs are all part of your personal story. Every challenge you face is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. If everything happened at the same time for everyone, life would lose its meaning. The beauty of your journey is in its uniqueness, the lessons you learn, the people you meet, and the experiences that shape you along the way. Instead of focusing on how far others have come, focus on how far you've come. Think about the things you've overcome, the wisdom you've gained, and the strength you've built. Your progress may not always be obvious, but every step forward, no matter how small, is still progress. The most important thing is to trust your timing. Just because something hasn't happened for you yet doesn't mean it won't. The key is to stay patient, keep working, and believe that everything will fall into place when the time is right. Your journey is yours alone, and that is what makes it powerful. Embrace it, own it, and walk your path with confidence. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can either be your greatest weapon or your biggest obstacle. Every action, every decision, and every success begins in your thoughts. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, those thoughts will shape your reality. But if you train your mind to focus on growth, resilience, and possibility, you can create a life beyond anything you ever imagined. The truth is, your mind is constantly being influenced by the world around you, by the opinions of others, and by the subconscious beliefs you've carried for years. If you're not careful, these influences can take control, leading you to live in fear, comparison, or self-doubt. That's why mastering your mind is not just important, it's essential. You must become the gatekeeper of your thoughts, allowing in only what serves you and rejecting what holds you back. One of the first steps to mastering your mind is self-awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your head every day. Are they lifting you up or tearing you down? Are you speaking to yourself with kindness or criticism? Your inner dialogue determines your self-confidence, your motivation, and ultimately your results. If you want to change your life, you must start by changing the way you think about yourself. Discipline is another key to mental mastery. Your mind will always look for the easiest route, the path of least resistance. But success, real success, requires you to push beyond comfort, to challenge yourself, to do the hard things even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means sticking to your goals, staying focused, and not allowing distractions to pull you away from your purpose. The stronger your discipline, the stronger your mind becomes. Your emotions also play a role in mastering your mind. Life will throw challenges your way, things you can't control, situations that test your patience, and moments that try to break you. But your power lies in how you respond. Instead of reacting impulsively, learn to pause, breathe, choose your response with intention. Emotional control doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means understanding them, processing them, and not letting them dictate your actions. Another powerful tool in mastering your mind is visualization. The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They see their success before it happens. They close their eyes and imagine the life they want. the goals they'll achieve, the person they'll become. When you train your mind to see success, your actions will naturally align with that vision. Above all, remember this: you are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not the negative thoughts that sometimes creep in. You are the master of your own destiny, and your mind is the key to unlocking your full potential. When you learn to control your thoughts, to silence doubt, to focus on what truly matters, you gain the ability to create any reality you desire. Master your mind, and you will master your life. Every moment you spend worrying about someone else, what they're doing, what they think of you, how they compare to you, is energy taken away from your own growth. Your energy is like a battery, and you only have so much to give each day. If you spend it obsessing over other people's opinions, envying their success, or trying to keep up with their expectations, you're draining yourself without moving forward in your own life. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself scrolling through social media, analyzing someone else's life, feeling frustrated about where you are versus where they are? How much mental space do you give to thinking about what others might say about your choices? Every second spent on those thoughts is a second lost. Time you could have used to build your dreams, sharpen your skills, or strengthen your mindset. Your energy is valuable, and it should be invested in things that elevate you, not things that distract you. When you focus too much on others, you fall into the trap of comparison, and that leads to frustration, insecurity, and self-doubt. Instead of putting that energy into becoming the best version of yourself, you waste it on things that don't truly serve you. Reclaiming your energy starts with awareness. When you feel yourself getting caught up in someone else's journey, pause and ask yourself, is this helping me grow? Is this pushing me toward my goals? If the answer is no, redirect that energy back to yourself. Turn comparison into inspiration. Instead of envying what someone else has, use it as motivation to work harder on your own path. Instead of worrying about what others think, remind yourself that their opinions don't build your future. Your actions do. Another way to protect your energy is by setting boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, emotions, or time. There will always be people who drain your energy, people who criticize, people who gossip, people who bring negativity into your space. Achieve more and live with a sense of peace that comparison and distraction can never provide. Their longs are shorter, their depth is lower. They look for vanities, they create their own. And because of that, they create their own. Their longs are shorter, their depth and lowest. They can never talk. They live a life of peace that comparison and distraction can never provide. Every day you wake up with a limited amount of energy. You can spend it worrying about others, or you can spend it building yourself. The choice is yours. Success is not something you chase in the outside world. It is something you build from within. Many people believe that success comes from money, recognition, or status. But those are only surface-level rewards. True success is not measured by what you have. It is measured by who you become. It is the mindset you develop, the discipline you cultivate, and the peace you carry within yourself. The reason so many people feel unfulfilled even after achieving material success is that they never did the inner work. They spent years chasing validation, climbing ladders, and accumulating wealth, only to realize that external achievements cannot fill an internal void. That's because success is not about what you gain. It's about what you create within yourself. It is about knowing who you are, standing strong in your purpose, and living in alignment with your values. If you want to be truly successful, you must first define success on your own terms. Is it happiness? Freedom? The ability to wake up every day and do what you love? When you stop looking to society to tell you what success should be and start listening to yourself, you unlock a new level of fulfillment. No longer are you chasing an illusion. You are building a reality that is meaningful to you. Success is also about mindset. It is about believing in yourself even when no one else does. It is about pushing forward when things get tough, staying disciplined when motivation fades, and trusting that every small step is leading you towards something greater. Many people give up because they expect success to be instant, but real success comes from consistency. It comes from showing up for yourself day after day, even when progress is slow. Another key to true success is self-mastery. You must learn to control your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. You cannot let fear dictate your decisions or doubt hold you back. The strongest people are not those who never face struggles. They are the ones who learn how to navigate them with wisdom and resilience. When you master your inner world, the outer world follows. And finally, success is about inner peace. There is no point in achieving great things if you are constantly stressed, anxious, or unhappy. A truly successful person is one who finds joy in the journey, not just in the destination. They understand that success is not a place you arrive at. It is a state of being. When you build confidence, gratitude, and purpose within yourself, you carry success with you wherever you go. So stop searching for success in external things. Stop looking for validation in others. Everything you need is already inside of you. Success is not given to you, it is created by you. And once you realize that, there is nothing in this world that can stop you. Focus is one of the most powerful forces in life. Whatever you give your attention to grows. Whatever you consistently pour your energy into begins to take shape. But in today's world, distractions are everywhere. Your phone, social media, other people's opinions, and even your own doubts. If you're not careful, you can spend your days scattered, jumping from one thing to the next, wondering why you're not making progress. The truth is, success, growth, and fulfillment all begin with focus. When you lock in on your goals, when you commit to a vision, everything else starts falling into place. Too often, people spread themselves thin, trying to do too many things at once. They chase every opportunity, follow every trend, and constantly switch directions, hoping to find the fastest path to success. But real progress comes from depth, not speed. It comes from choosing one thing, one goal, one dream, one mission, and pouring yourself into it fully. When you do that, you stop wasting time on distractions and start moving with purpose. Focusing on yourself also means tuning out the noise. There will always be people who doubt you, who criticize you, who try to pull you away from your path. But their voices don't matter. What matters is your belief in yourself, your discipline, and your ability to stay committed even when the world tries to shake your confidence. The more you focus on your own journey, the less you care about the opinions of others. Another key to focus is learning to say no. Not every opportunity is meant for you. Not every invitation deserves your time. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that truly matters. Successful people are not the ones who do the most. They are the ones who do what matters most. When you learn to prioritize, when you stop chasing everything and start focusing on what aligns with your goals, you gain control over your time, your energy, and your future. Discipline is also a crucial part of focus. Motivation may get you started, but focus and discipline will keep you going. There will be days when you don't feel inspired, when progress seems slow, when distractions feel tempting. But if you stay focused, if you show up for yourself day after day, success becomes inevitable. Small, consistent actions create massive results over time. And finally, focus creates clarity. The more you dedicate yourself to a goal, the more opportunities start appearing in your path. It's not luck, it's alignment. When you are clear on what you want and fully committed to making it happen, life starts working in your favor. The right people, the right ideas, and the right moments begin to fall into place. It's as if the universe responds to your determination, clearing the way for your success. So if you want to change your life, Don't get lost in distractions. Don't waste time worrying about others. Don't chase 100 different things. Instead, focus. Focus on your growth, your goals, your discipline. Because when you do, everything else will start falling exactly where it's meant to be. Now take another deep breath. Feel that? That's power. That's purpose. That's the start of something great. The moment you stop looking left and right is the moment you start moving forward. Stay the course. Stay focused and watch your life change. Thank you.